Hi guys, Happy New Year. I just wanted to come on today and do a little video about the bundle that I have here today. So we had a new moon on Sunday. That one's in Capricorn. I actually didn't write anything about it. I didn't know that we were having it. So I missed that one. But I wanted to do a little bundle to just kind of help you guys work with the energy that I feel is happening right now. So with this new moon, it's our first one with the new year, so that feels kind of significant to me in the way of new beginnings. And I think even with the way that we're dealing with our lives kind of feels like a new way too, and that makes it seem a little unknown, unexpected. And with the energy with this new moon, I feel like if we can allow ourselves to step outside of ourselves for moments of just any moments in our lives that we feel emotionally high or even emotionally low or just overwhelmed, if we allow ourselves the time to step back into ourselves, the answers will come, clarity will come. But right now where we are with this new moon, this new year, we're coming to a place of non-reaction. So we're being asked right now to, instead of react, first take a step back and think about it. So there's that old adage, it's called shoot first, ask questions later. Right now we are being asked to ask questions first and then shoot later. So the bundle that I have picked for this month, for this new moon, are really just crystals I've been working with very intensely lately. And I actually, with that, I just want to get into it. So Serpentine, this one has been so big lately. Like I've been carrying more than one on me at a time for the past couple weeks. Serpentine to me, and you can Google this, I'm not sure, I'm just letting you know what I have experienced working with it. Really big heart opener. So at first when I was working with it, I had two of them on me and I started to feel really angry. And I was like, this isn't, I don't know why I'm feeling angry. It's like for no reason kind of anger. And I realized I had more than one serpentine on me and I was like, oh, it must be that. And my first initial reaction was like, get it off, But the more I allowed myself to continue to work with it, the more I kind of understood that that's actually what was in my heart. So the serpentine came in to open my heart and allow me at a conscious level to let go of the anger that I was harboring in there. Because once I was able to do that, I kind of understood that there was more there that had to be looked at, had to be healed. And without allowing my heart to open, I wouldn't have seen it. So if I would have just allowed myself to react from the serpentine, it would have been let it go, get rid of the serpentine. But because I didn't react, because I allowed myself the time to reflect, I was able to see that, oh wait, there's something more going on here. And that's really what the theme is right now, is like there's more going on than meets the eye, individually for everybody right now. I feel like, yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on. And when we look at it outside of it, it doesn't look like much, or it looks like something else, but it's more than. So the serpentine comes in as our first crystal to help us really open our heart to see what we have going on beneath the surface, under the layers. So I recommend that one so much right now. I have been holding it on me for weeks now. And it gets easier to work with. It's a lot of this, like they call it snake energy. What I'm feeling with it though is it's more like the shedding of the skin. So where we are right now energetically, from what I'm feeling, is this transformation period. And that does come with a lot of letting go. And letting go has been a big theme of even just the season right now. So when we are letting go, it's important, not important, but it's for our healing, it's good for us to understand why we're letting this thing go. Otherwise, it's hard to let it go and we keep replaying it, repeating it, recreating it. So in this energy right now, we are being called to step back and let it go. And to me, that means with letting it go, it's let go of the old parts of ourselves that held us back. Same thing with the shedding of the skin. So in order to renew ourselves, we have to really get rid of the parts that we no longer need, that no longer serve us. It might even feel scary or uncomfortable because we're so used to this, we're so used to living this way, that we hold on so tightly to these old parts of ourselves, even though they're not serving us anymore. They're not serving any purpose other than to limit us and hold us back. So that being said, when we're in this season of letting go, it's important to reflect. Be grateful for whatever it is you're letting go of has showed you. Be grateful for the place that it's led you to right now, because without that thing or feeling or circumstance or whatever it was that we're letting go of, without that thing, we wouldn't be who we are today. And that's not somebody that we're willing to sacrifice at any given point in our lives. You know, everything in our lives leads up to the point that we are at right now. So with letting go, I am understanding to embrace gratitude. Understand that without this thing I had to let go of, I would not have grown this much. And for that, I can forever be grateful. I can be happy then to let go instead of holding on so tightly to it just to keep it close because I'm familiar with it. So our first crystal was Serpentine. It's going to help us to really realize what we have to let go of. For me personally, it was that anger that I was feeling. I understood, oh wait, there's more here. I have to dig a little deeper. And then I had to understand why I was angry. And I think this next crystal will help us with the clarity aspect of why we're letting go of this thing. Whatever it is that we're letting go of, whatever it is that's harbored in our hearts that holds us back. Our heart energy is potent and it's not supposed to be limited. Okay, so this next crystal is Howlite. So I was saying that our heart energy is very potent. It's not supposed to be limited. We limit it with our own fear, with our own inability to move forward, let go of, do what we have to do to grow. And this next crystal, which is Howlite, is going to help us bring clarity to the parts of our heart that we don't understand. The parts of our heart that have been bound. It's going to bring understanding there and bring understanding to the places like why I bound my heart in this way, why I didn't let it soar, why I didn't let it be free. The Howlite crystal itself works at like crown third eye level and comes into heart. So it brings higher understanding into our hearts, which is so important for where we are right now. And actually something very interesting about the Howlite, Veronica sent me an article this weekend about it, talking about how Howlite is very connected with grief. And the article is saying how it's not talked about often, but I thought how beautiful, because with all of this letting go energy, it really is like an aspect of grief. And it's like a mourning process. You know, when we're letting go of, we are essentially, like, it feels like we're saying goodbye to. But if we understand it a little bit deeper, we know that nothing is ever really gone forever. Even energetically, science states that energy cannot be created or destroyed. It just changes form. And I think that's important to keep in our minds as we are letting go. We're not letting go so much as we are finding a different way to move forward. So it's like letting go to me means letting go of releasing the way that I used to understand or do things and allowing in a new way of forward movement. So it's accepting a new idea into my energy, myself. So this Howlite is going to help like calm those initial responses, those initial reactions, so that we can take a step back and understand a little deeper. So far that's the howlite. This one's howlite and this one's serpentine. Then we have this petrified wood. So the petrified wood is a very grounding stone. To me, it's connecting to like tree energy, understanding that the Mother Earth energy is always there as long as we are present, as long as we ground. Nature will show us. Nature will show us how to move forward. You know, it's even if you just pay attention in your backyard or just in nature itself, if you just watch it, it's very interesting to see how nature heals, how nature uses everything around it to grow. And that's really the energy here, is letting go so that we can grow. We've been holding back our growth for so long because of our fear that it's time now, is what it feels like. It's time now to let ourselves bloom. So this petrified wood is going to help ground us and connect us and help us stay in our present mind so that we don't go to past or future. We just kind of stay here, and in this present moment, we can allow in more gratitude then. And then we have Labradorite, and I know I put this in every bundle, but I just love it, and I think it's such a great crystal to work with when you are working in the realm of perspective. So it's going to help us to see what we're seeing in a different way, essentially. It's the stone of magic. They say it helps us to see the mundane as magic. And then we have this Snowflake Obsidian. So with this bundle, I really did feel like I needed something like a black stone. And the one I picked was Snowflake Obsidian because it has to do with balance. So it has to do with the light and the dark, and the dark and the light, and how they can't survive without each other. And that really feels like a big lesson for this year in general, is duality, and how do we coexist within duality? Are we naturally resistant, or do we work with both realms to get the most out of, to heal at the deepest level? So the Snowflake Obsidian will help us to understand and utilize our life experiences to help us to move forward, to create anew. And then I have this rainbow moonstone. So this is another one that I've really been working with a lot lately, right in line with the serpentine. I've been using them together. The rainbow moonstone to me is very divine feminine energy. So it helps us to bring compassion to the heart. When we are doing this, like letting go, heart opener work, it's important to remember to have so much compassion, especially for ourselves going through this, you know, but just for everyone in life, understanding that everyone in life deserves compassion. No matter what, you know, we are all going through things at different levels, at different rates, in our own individuality. So it looks different for everybody. And I can't say what's best for you based on what's best for me. It doesn't work like that. It's not one size fits all. So this rainbow moonstone connects us to our intuition, and connects us to our divine feminine energy to add compassion and to add a deeper level of understanding. When we are connected to our intuition, we are opening ourselves up to so much more information, so much more to come through for ourselves and for the greater good. So this rainbow moonstone is like, it feels like hope in that way. So adding this one in brings a whole nother level of nurture to the bundle. Then I have this selenite, and selenite I actually like to just keep around me, you know, normally, always. So it's, when it's not in my pockets, it's on my desk, or, you know, it's just always around somewhere, because what it does is it's a purifier. It purifies energy, it purifies crystals, so that when we are doing this work, as we're doing this work, it helps us to stay in our pure heart, in our pure mind, without all of the noise, all of the distractions of our experience in the world around us. It really helps us center in like clean, pure energy. And that's what it reminds us of. So that one. All right, and last but not least in this bundle, I like the clear quartz. This clear quartz, it can be anything you need it to be. That's kind of why I like it in here, and that's kind of the message of it, is like the individual. It can be whatever you need it to be. We are all different pieces of a whole, and that's kind of what the clear quartz is representing for us, is our individuality, letting us know that not one of us are created the same, but we are all created equal and the same. So it's like essentially duality, but it's telling us that within each of us, there holds precious keys for the questions that we're asking. And we're not all asking the same questions. So of course we're gonna have different keys, we're gonna have different answers. So the clear quartz is reminding us to go within and look for our answers, get our messages, because the more that we can do that for ourselves, the easier it becomes to interpret life around us. So that's what the clear quartz is in there. And this one can be programmed to be whatever you need it to be. So if you need it to be love, you just ask it. You know, you just hold it and use your intention to allow the clear quartz to vibrate at the frequency of whatever it is that you need it for. And then I just wanted to go through a couple more crystals, not in the bundle, but things that could be added in to just help the individual. So this is, and you can like mix and match them, whatever you want to do. That's the point of this. So this one is the Celestite, and we have these in these like slabs like this. We don't have them individual right now in the little tumbled pieces, but this is a great one to work with. It reminds me of the cosmos. It reminds me of connecting to the galaxy and then like seeing it from a single point of view, like seeing it from my point of view. So it connects us to outside of us, the galaxy and everything around us in the universe, and then brings it back into my individual self so that I can interpret, understand it. It really does connect us to ourselves through the all energy. So I really like that one. And then I have this Malachite here. So this is another grounding crystal. It's one that's really good for that Mother Earth energy again. So what it does is it absorbs the negative, denser energies and emotions and allows them to be transmuted in Mother Earth. So this one is a really great one to carry on you. This is another one I keep at the front desk just because I love it so much. It helps me just come back to my heart, like my true heart, my pure heart. And then another one I've been liking, which I just really always love, Fluorite. This is a great stone. I call it the genius stone. What it does is it does a little bit like the Malachite, how it like gets rid of all those denser energies to help clear your mind. So it helps clear your mind and bring you back into like pure thought instead of distracted thought. So those are the crystals that I have in the bundle. And of course, we can mix and match them. We can personalize them. If that's something you're interested in, just let us know. I will have these available for purchase, the bundle. So that'll be up here for if you guys want to stop in and shop, or we could put them on the side for you too to pick up later. It's up to you. Just give us a call or comment. And yeah, so that's what I got for you guys today. And Happy New Year. And I'm looking forward to it. You know, it'll be very interesting to say the least. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, just comment or call up here too. And yeah, we'd love to hear from you. So thanks for listening, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.